Sometimes, to truly enrich the soul, we must be willing to let go of what we hold dearest. Today's story will illuminate the miracle of unconditional giving. Stay with us until the end to learn this profound life lesson. On a bleak, rocky hillside where plants struggled to grow, stood a small stone house. In that house lived an old man named Silas. Silas was not wealthy in terms of money, but he possessed something he deemed far more precious, an old leather pouch where he carefully kept sparkling sea pebbles and dried maple leaves he had collected over the years. To Silas, this was his only asset and his greatest solace. Silas lived a solitary and cautious life. He never opened the pouch in front of others, fearing that his luck would be lost under the gaze of an outsider. He kept the pouch secured in his inner jacket pocket, gripping it tightly every time he stepped outside. "This is all I have," he told himself. "I must guard it carefully. I must not lose a single bit." Day by day, Silas lived in the anxiety of preservation, believing the pouch was the only thing that made him feel full and safe in a harsh world. However, life always finds a way to challenge our beliefs. On a rainy afternoon, Silas was walking home when he saw a young mother and her small daughter sheltering under the eaves of the church. They were soaked and shivering from the cold, their belongings scattered, their faces etched with weariness and despair. They were refugees who had just arrived in the area with nowhere to go. Silas's heart ached. He could sense their fear and desperation. He wrestled with himself. If I help them, I will have to give up my time and effort. If I take them into my home, I will have to share my food and my warmth. And then, clatter, a small sound. In his distress, Silas had dropped his precious old leather pouch. The pouch rolled on the rocks. The sparkling sea pebbles and treasured maple leaves spilled out and rolled down the hillside and vanished into the bushes under the rain. In that moment of terror, Silas felt his heart being drained. He had lost everything he considered most valuable. "Oh no! I lost my possessions, my security, and now I've even lost this hope," he lamented in his heart, feeling his hands empty. He stood still in the rain, his eyes fixed on the empty spot where the pouch had lain. The overwhelming loss was overwhelming. But then he looked over at the mother and child huddled together. In the instant he realized their lack was greater than his loss, a sudden warm thought came to Silas. "I've lost some shiny stones, but they don't even have a roof or a hot meal." Without further hesitation, Silas approached them, offering a gentle smile. His kindness and compassion surged within him, completely overshadowing the pain of loss. He opened his arms, guiding them into his small stone house. He lit a fire, shared his last bit of food, and spread blankets for the mother and daughter. He spent the entire evening listening to their story. When the mother and child were fast asleep, Silas sat by the fireplace. He still remembered the lost pebbles, but the emptiness in his jacket pocket was replaced by a different feeling. He felt warm, light, and a strange, intense. Silas realized, "When the pouch filled with my possessions was lost, my soul was freed. And when I gave away my kindness, my time, my warmth, my spirit did not get depleted, but became fuller than ever before." He understood that the sparkling stones were just lifeless objects, but the warmth of the human kindness he had just given was the spring water that was now nourishing the barren hillside in his heart, making it suddenly green and... Dear friends, life is like that. We all build a pouch of our own, whether it's money, status, or relationships that we fear losing. We worry about preserving them, fearing scarcity. But one day, life's pouch drops, and we face loss. Yet that pain is often the gateway. When the fear of material loss disappears, the well of compassion within us has a chance to be tapped. Remember Silas. The loss of his old pouch was the condition for him to find true wealth in the act of giving. When you give attention, you receive connection. When you give time, you receive meaning in life. When you give love, you receive a heart that is full. Because when we let go of the fear of lacking and begin to give, we do not lose anything. We begin to live a life that is truly complete and abundant.